Hi, my name is Mohammed Haseem and I am your online tutor for maths and physics. So today we are going to discuss this topic. So let's move on to the screen.
We will start with an example. Whenever you go to a grocery shop and you request the shopkeeper to buy the sugar, for example, you request him to buy a sugar of 1 kg or 2 kg. So in this way, you are only mentioning your magnitude, not the direction. And if we talk about you are going to push something just like you are going to push the car, you will remember that in which direction you have to push it. That will be most necessary thing, how much force you are going to apply, in which direction you are going to apply the force. So we can say that the sugar you are going to take buy is a scalar quantity. This is a scalar quantity, right? And the force which you are applying on something, that is a vector quantity because it requires both magnitude and direction. So how we can define them? Scalar. The physical quantity which require magnitude for their complete explanation. Are called scalar quantities. Are called scalar quantities. So, for example, what can be the scalar quantity? Just like the mass, because you are buying sugar according to its mass only, which is 1 kg, 2 kg. So it is only explaining the magnitude. Uh, Similarly, mass, time. Now, if you look at the time, so time it requires no direction to measure it, and length. So if you are going to measure the length, you require no direction in which direction you are measuring it. If you will only measure the length, simply it requires these three physical quantities only require the magnitude for its complete explanation. Okay, if we talk about the vector, how we can define it? The physical quantities which require both magnitude and direction for their complete explanation. Explanation are called vector quantities. So why we said that they require both magnitude and direction? Because if you are applying force, you need magnitude, how much force you are applying, and in which direction you are applying the force. In forward, in backward, right? So that is basically direction. So what can be the other quantity that can be the vector. So one example is force, right? And similarly, acceleration, you can say. Acceleration is basically whenever you drive the car or the bike, uh, you accelerate it, you give acceleration to it, right? So acceleration. And similarly, the third one you can say that is momentum. Momentum, right? So these are the three examples you can say. These are vector quantities. Okay, now we explain how we can represent scalar and how we can represent the vectors. How we can write the scalar and write the vector. So scalar are written, can be written easily, just like because it has only magnitude. So for example, mass is a scalar quantity. You can simply use m for this or the capital M, right? So this will be for the scalars. But when we represent the when we will write the vectors, vectors are different from scalars. So we will use the bold letters for it, just like the force. Force will be written as not simply like that. We will write with the bold character. Okay, or we can write if we write in a simple character that we will put arrowhead on it, right? Which shows that this is a vector quantity. So it will distinguish the quantity from the scalars. Okay, next we will see that how we can represent the vectors. So for example, we are going to represent the vector on a graph. So as we know that the vector has both magnitude and direction. So we have to represent its direction as well on the graph and the magnitude as well. Okay, this is the graph, and we know that this is x-axis and this is y-axis, and this is the joining point of x-axis and y-axis, which we called as the origin. Okay, so we are going to represent a vector, force vector here. Okay, so the length of the vector will tell us about the magnitude. So this is a force vector, right? And length of this, the arrow will show the magnitude, and we will see in which direction it is acting. So what angle it is making with the x-axis. So that will be the direction. So we can say that the length of this arrow shows magnitude, and this angle shows direction. And this length is showing magnitude.
So that was our today topic. If you have any question, you can ask us in the comments. And if you like the video, kindly do follow and subscribe it, and please share with your friends. Thank you.